me off to the core. So I had to talk to y'all about this one, man. I had met this Scorpio female on this little dating site thing, bro. And she didn't I don't know what the hell, like, she just on some bullshit, bro. I don't like, first off, I don't know why do I keep meeting these type of women, bro. It's like, if it ain't one thing, it's a damn another thing going, you know? So, like, I basically met her on this little dating site, and then, as you guys know it, but first I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisces out there. Gang, gang. You already know we in the building. Also want to give a shout out to all my 2 2s and 3 3s, 2 2 2s and 3 3 3s, and 7 7 7s. Shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also, I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you, those of you that are new, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell notification and be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And I'm going to jump right in. What's going on, Thomas? Faye, what's going on, Misty? Um, Man, it's like, I can't hide it, bro. I really just hate Scorpios, bro. It is what it is, bro. I just met a Scorpio on the damn dating app, and I don't like how old girl. She just, like, she thinks she's older than me about what? She's 43 years old. She got, her body ain't really. She thinks this is a problem, bro. She thinks she's so cute, but she's not even. She's not cute, bro. She's not ugly, but she's not cutest as the way she wants to be. If that makes sense, she really pumps herself up like as if she's the coldest shit on the planet, bro. It pisses me off, bro, because she's mean. She has a freaking, like, she's super super mean, bro. Like, she doesn't have no. She called me a prep boy, bro. That's how disrespectful her ass. She's like, oh, you're nothing like a hood guy. This is what she told me. You're nothing like a hood guy. You're more like a prep boy. I said, oh, because I talk like I got some sense. I said, well, I'd rather talk like I got some sense than talk like a ghetto broke bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gon' that don't make you hood just because you want to talk stupid. Like, your words ain't really hitting on shit. Then, it to me it's like, with Scorpio, I told her, I said, what's your sign? She's like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. I'm like, okay. Instantly I knew, like, okay, it's a higher chance that I'm going to get stung for saying something. And I told her, I said, bro, I said, are you a dominatrix? I said, are you a BDSM? Because she said, oh, I'm an alpha female. I said, alpha female? I said, oh, okay, so what that's supposed to mean? Mind you, she's 6 foot tall, bro. And I'm like, okay, I get it. If you don't put it like this, the only females that say that shit is the females that are not good looking, bro. Like, if you look like Queen Latifah with them set it off braids or something, and you look, of course you're gonna be thinking you alpha because you don't look more like a female. You look more like, like a tomboy. So I'm like, okay, well, if like, uh, it's just the way she was talking to me, bro. Like, just saying little slick comments like, oh, the prep thing. I'm like, bro, you going, okay, now you want to throw low blows. I'm finna throw low blows too. So if, I have Scorpio rising, so I'm like, if she thinks she can sting me, I can damn sure sting her back. So I just started saying stuff about her, like, and then, you know, she she's been highly manipulative, bro. Like, just super. manipulative to where today I called it out, bro. And then, mind you, she got off the phone ASAP. So I told her, I said, she's literally trying to like, she got offended because I basically asked her. I said, "Yo, did you put?" I said, "Hey, did you try to put a spell on me last night?" She was like, "What?" She was like, "What boy?" Calling me boy. I'm like, "Bro, you really got a lot of shit, a lot of nerve. Like, just this close from just talking to you recklessly, just because you don't have no respect." So she just kept saying slick shit, and then I said, "Fuck it. I'm not even finna like bite my. I'm not even gonna try to be respectful. I'm just not gonna give a fuck." And sure enough, she couldn't handle it. See, she got off the phone ASAP. Oh, I'm getting pissed off. I'm about to hang up. Like, you know what? I'll call you back when I get off work. Like, bro, I'm in my mind like, I don't even give a damn if you call back or not. See, what you fail to realize is that I said you are very manipulative. I said because you took all your clothes off and FaceTime me just to have a conversation. Why did you take all your clothes off? Makes no sense, bro. That's why I asked her, we're trying to do a spell. I said, because you took all your clothes off. I'm talking about old girl got butt ass naked, bro, just to FaceTime me, bro. And this is only my second day of knowing her. Like, bro, I'm not no thirsty. Like, what you thought I was going to do? Get all infatuated with your body just because she asked me, oh, how do I look from her pictures? And then when I FaceTimed her, she was like, she had like the little eyelashes like that, the ones that look like kind of real thick. And she was kind of batting her eyes at me like, oh, how do I look good to you? I'm like, bro, I'm not answering none of them little shit test questions. I'm not answering none of that. She said, well, if you think I'm ugly, just say that. I said, well, I'm not trying to I don't know. I got moon in Aquarius. I'm like, I don't really know what I feel right now. Really, I'm trying to even decipher if I'm gonna even continue to talk to you. I said, cause you mean. She said, well, the only reason that I come off mean to you is because you're nice. I said, no, I'm not nice. I said, that's projection. Now you being manipulative again. You trying to make me. Uh, you want me to be nice, and you sitting here trying to. You're not being accountable for you being mean. And my thing is, how you gonna be ugly and mean, fam? That shit don't go together. Like, if you ugly and mean, bro, you down. Now it makes sense why you want to be alpha because that's the only thing left for you to, if you're gonna take the bronze medal, that's the only thing left for you to take that nobody else wants. See, because it fit her personality to the point where I'm like, bro, she was just rude as hell. If I don't understand people, even if it's sick humor, I just don't understand like a person can really think that shit cute, bro. Like to me, I'm like, bro, you not talking to like you not really talking to me right, and I ain't tolerating that shit. And then this heifer had the nerves to ask me, oh, I'm at work, and then she got to bragging about, bro. She got to bragging about her little CNA job, and I'm tired of these CNAs acting like they really making money, bro. You don't get paid enough to wipe ass and do all this other shit, bro. This Scorpio sitting here acting like she making like RN registered nurse type money, bro. You are a CNA, fam, and you got to clean up, wipe piss and shit off fucking patients and do all that kind of shit. You not making no goddamn you know what I'm saying, $50, $40 an hour. Like, no. Maybe with Skyping and overtime or something, but you ain't even probably getting that. So it's, to me, anytime somebody brag, bro, they really ain't sitting on shit. So I asked her, I said, yo, where you stay at? She said, oh, I just moved to Milwaukee. She's from Texas. I said, okay. Now, mind you, she bragging about how in Texas she had this beautiful home and, all this blah, 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 all this yapping type shit. And I'm like, bro, why? If your house was so nice, why didn't you stay there, fam? That's how I knew she was lying. Like, bro. So here's the thing why I hate Scorpio women, bro. It's because She's trying so hard to impress me, and I don't even like her, bro. Like, and I feel like she knows that, and she just trying to like reach to the point where taking her clothes off was a desperate attempt to get some type of attention. I didn't understand it. Like, then she's like hiding off camera, like she didn't want to see, like she didn't want me to see anything. I'm like, why you take your clothes off anyway? We didn't even nothing. Even if you sleep like that, why would you do that? And then I'm like, when I got off the phone, it stuck out to me, and it was weird. You know how that's why I asked her, were you trying to do a spell? Because it just was weird as I was thinking about it. I'm like, why did she take her clothes off? That wasn't even nothing led up to it. We weren't even talking about anything like freaky or lovey doveys or any of that shit. Like, so it's to me, you guys, I even got more to tell you. Let me read some of y'all comments. Let me see. Um welcome everybody just came in. How y'all day going? That's what I was thinking, Misty. Yep. That's what I'm. Hey, exactly. That's why I said I was thinking it too. Like, why don't you? Since I'm so much of a prep boy, go get you one of them hood guys. Then see, because I know they ain't finna let you sit up there and do all this type of stuff you trying to do with me anyway, and neither am I. But here it even gets better. This heifer had the nerves to say, "Oh, I got to do my hair, talking about I got to take my braids down. Oh, can you go to the hair salon and get me some few items and I'll cash app you unless you want to pay for it." And I'm like, and then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, since you done had the floor with all your little rude snide comments, it's my turn. I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna be a petty asshole, a petty prep boy, to be exact. And I said, you know what? I said, so I said, you know, I basically did like a devil's advocate. I'm like, yo, I basically started to, say to myself, so you expect me to be nice enough to go to the hair salon to get you some, products to take your hair down. That's what you're telling me? I said, but what am I getting? What am I getting out of this? I said, I sure could use some gas. And then she said, no, I'm never mind. I'll just do it myself. Matter of fact, my friend offered to do it, but she's on the bus. She doesn't have a vehicle. I said, I said, so I'm supposed to just go, stop what I'm doing, go to the hair salon and get these items for you. Well, I just want you to go because they're about to close and I don't get off to 9. Okay, so am I your man? Did I hit yet? It seems like you're trying to use me. We just talked about this yesterday. If they're trying to use you, it's because they hate you. So if you don't respect me, now you want me to be your little run around boy, the little water boy to go around doing shit for you with no nothing, no type of nothing in return, no gas money. You didn't even offer. That's fucking rude. That's disrespectful to even ask somebody to do something. And then you know what she tried to throw on me? She said, "No, just forget it. Just forget it. If you're not, you really just don't want to be my friend. Cause that's what I hate. I hate when people have ulterior motives." I'm like, "Bitch, you talking about yourself. I ain't even got no ulterior motives. Little do you know, I don't even find you attractive. See, and you sitting here. I'm in my mind like, oh, you think I got ulterior motives? That's cause you do. See, now you projecting, fam." And then I said, okay. I said, well, I could sure use some gas since you see, you've been popping it about your CNA job, like you having so much goddamn money, you working all these hours. She keeps saying, ooh, my check gonna be so much. Ooh, I'm gonna be going to buy this. Ooh, I'm gonna get me. This man, listen, bro. She told me, now I've never heard no woman ever say something like this. She said, I'm thinking about when I get my overtime on my check, I'm thinking about going to get me um a new car with some 20 somethings on there. She was like, I might give me some Forgiatos. I might give me some. In my mind, I'm like, see, you one of them classic hood son of a guns. I'm like, bro, that shit is dead, bro. That shit dead, bro. Nobody, ain't no women running around town saving up they little, stacking up they CNA checks to go get a car on some rims. You are not a dude. See, she think that's alpha because she done heard some. She don't even know what alpha really means, fam. And she running around town. She think buying flashy shit is supposed to, you know. And then in my mind, she had the nerve to mention God because yeah, she started talking about God. Then I really started laughing at her because I'm like, bro, you now you trying to see. That's why, bro. I said to myself, like, see, that's the reason why I don't like people like you, bro, because you're a freaking hypocrite, bro. You just was talking about rims. Now you talking about all over the goddamn place. Typical Scorpio woman, bro. It's like now I don't know what to believe about you. I don't believe that that's even your house. Well, because I asked her a question, she got offended. I said, let me ask you a question, okay? I asked her where she stayed. She said on the low end. And in Milwaukee, we call the low end, it's like 15th Street, anything below 30. Man, I said, where do you stay? She said, I stay on 27th and Capitol. I'm like, okay, that's the hood. And 27th and Capitol in Milwaukee, bro, it's beyond hood, fam. That's like one of the worst places to live. I'm just going to keep it 100. So she said her place was I said, let me ask you a question and do not lie. I said, do you have roaches? She said, no, hell no. Not one goddamn roach in my house. I'm a clean something, something, something. She called herself a queen, bro. I'm a queen. I ain't one of them bum B. I'm like, okay. So now the problem is you thinking that she said that I look like a lame. She said, you look like a lame. You don't look like you hood at all. Like, then because of my sarcasm, I tend to act dumb. I play dumb. Remember I told y'all this. I play possum. I play dumb. I act like a lame. So you can be dumb enough to do shit in front of me. And she did exactly that. So I said, oh, I'm not really too hip with the slang and whoopty-woo because I ain't want to hear that shit. So I told her I'm not really into, I really don't know the lingo. And then she was telling me about drugs and saying shit like, oh, nowadays people, doing rollers with fentanyl and saying shit like, oh, we got the boy and the girl and whoopty woo and you. I didn't even say I was interested in any of that shit, bro. Why is she telling me all this stuff? So I'm like, bro, soon as I said I wasn't going, she said, I'm gonna tell you, when I woke up this morning, she said, how are you doing? How you doing, handsome? Oh, you just said I looked lame and I was a prep boy. And now you trying to butter me up, trying to love bomb me because you want to ask me to go run that errand. See, now you being manipulative. Now you think, oh, I'm gonna make him feel good so he could go ahead and run to the store for me. Find another some son of a gun, a dumbass to go do that. Cause bro, you don't know me and you playing with fire. I look like this because I don't feel like getting dressed. If you haven't noticed. See? So it's like to me, I gotta go to work every day, just like everybody else. And I don't feel like putting on fancy ass clothes just to go to fucking work when I'm a damn near rip my shirt, lifting some heavy shit, bumping into stuff, getting all kind of dust, paint, all kind of shit on my clothes, bro. So she's like, oh, you wore that yesterday, honey. I don't, you got to change your clothes. And I said, bro, I'm not changing my clothes. This is me. I said, if you want to go buy me a new t-shirt, hey, you tired of looking at my shirt? You don't like my hat? Then, hey, you can go to the store and buy me a new hat then. I still ain't gonna wear it.
I have moon in Aquarius. I'm going to rebel, fam. I don't. You could try to make me do some shit, and I'm not doing it, bro. See. Then she tried to say I'm controlling. I'm controlling because I don't. You can't make me do something. You can't manipulate me, so you gonna say I'm controlling. Okay, I guess I'm controlling then. And then she said, forget it, forget it. I don't even. You know what? I even hate the fact that I asked you because you wanted to use me. Didn't I say that, y'all? They hate you cause listen, if they want to use you, it's because they hate you, bro. They've already subconsciously made a decision. I don't like this dude. I don't like this nigga. Then they like, okay, since I don't like him, I'ma use him. See? But that didn't work. Cause she don't understand me. Bro, I told her this. I said, look, you could give me some gas money, cash out me 20. What y'all think I was gonna do? I was gonna scam her. I was gonna be like, look, just give me like 20, just throw me like 15. Matter of fact, just give me 15, and then I'll, run to the store for you. You know I was finna take that 15 and dip. But that's the thing because that's something that I feel like she was gonna try to do that shit to me. See, with Pisces, we be feeling people motives, and then we have to move accordingly and maneuver. And with Scorpio, you have to maneuver. You can't even you can't get into a back and forth chit chat with a Scorpio. It's too manipulative, bro. Everything you say, they try to flip it and try to make it seem like it can still work. So when I said no, I'm not going to the store, she just got more clever and got more, oh well, she added more shit to it and then tried to make it gaslight and guilt trip me. Try to guilt trip me into feeling like obligated. And I told her, I said, nah. Remember I told you when people push, reinforce the boundaries. So that's what I did. I said, no, I'm at work right now. Then she said, well, I need you, I really need this and whoop de woo. I can't be on this phone with you. And I'm like, well, then hang the phone up then. The fuck you holding the phone for? I don't, I shouldn't have to hear all that shit that you mumbling about. Facts. That's what I'm saying, super, super. Like, it's to me, I was like, bro, you was irritating as hell. Now I see why you don't got no friends. I see why you had to move from Texas because you're annoying. See, it's like, to me, she talking about some be a friend. That's manipulative, bro. That's manipulative as hell to say that. That's all, and then have the audacity to say that shit. Like, oh, well, I thought she tried to say it like, well, I thought that I was. She said I thought I had a friend in 2 days. Think again, bro. Think again. In 2 days, you thought, oh, see, and then it let me know that it people are too caught up in the illusion of what hood is supposed to be, what hood looks like. And I ain't trying to be hood. I ain't trying to be nothing. See, I'm just authentic. I'm just myself, fam. This is me. And then you got people always coming to a Pisces life. They want to change you, control you, and try to make. Bro, I am not the type of person that tries to fit in. If the shoe doesn't fit, I'm not wearing the shit. So I'm not trying to fit in nobody's, you know, lingual. Then, bro, oh my freaking God, bro. She said, oh, I could tell we from two different cloths. I said, you know what? I bet you don't even use a damn cloth to wash your ass. I said, because, first off, I said, yeah, you're right. We from two different cloths because we don't talk the same. She said, yeah, because you don't even think the same way I think. Bro, that's manipulation, bro. Then she said she was going to pimp me out. Pimp me out? I'm like, bro, this is why I said, bro, I said, damn, do I really got to show her? I said, damn, she think I'm so sweet. She think that I'm just so fucking, just because I look like this. She think that she could do all this sneaky weird shit. And then I told her, I said, look, bro, I bust pop. Listen, I popped her bubble and told her, look, I ain't with all this manipulation shit. I told her flat out like this. I ain't with all this manipulative bullshit. I done ran circles around this shit a hundred million times. Just stop, cause you make yourself look bad. I'm not making myself look bad. I don't need you for nothing. I said, okay, well, why'd you ask? I mean, now it's like, see, you a Pisces is cool, calm, collective, and then when you try to size me up and then try to take advantage, just little shit, that shit like it's old. It's not necessary. And I'm like, bro, you like you really showing me why you're single, why you're in the situation you're in. See, let me see. So the super. Let me see. Misty said, really, one cannot be both nice or ugly. That's the thing. She's mean. She's mean, and I can see why she's mean because she wants to be tough. See, but that's the thing. She's not tough. She wants to be tough. Because if she was so tough, she wouldn't have asked me to do shit for her. She would have done it herself or found another way. Another thing, let me see. Super her said, Scorpio always got their hand out for something. Yeah, they always trying to manipulate. They always trying to use somebody else to do shit for them, and don't want to give up nothing. Don't want to do nothing towards nothing. And to me, she tried to see in her. I believe she was embarrassed, and then she kept her ego kept, and I kept telling her, "Damn, could you please just leave your ego alone?" See, and then she was just saying type of stuff. Then I'm thinking like Scorpios is freaky. See, this is my whole point of even talking to her, right? I'm thinking about freak shit, fantasy, experiences. So she had tried to nip that in the bud ASAP, like, oh, I don't know who told you that Scorpios are freaks, but it ain't me. I said, oh, okay. But you got 8 kids though, and I have none. Okay. All right. I guess I'm just I guess everything's fucked up. Everybody is dysfunctional at this moment, right? And I'm being sarcastic. I'm like, I guess we're all just freaking dysfunctional around here, right? You got 8 kids and you are not a freak. Hmm. And you're a Scorpio, okay. I guess that's an excuse for you not to feel like a whore, right? Okay, I got it. Cool. So in my mind, I know she lying, bro. I don't have no kids. She has 8. 8 kids is a lot, bro. And guess what? She was still in her marriage talking to me. But you talking about God and how you supposed to be this and this. And I'm like, bro, you are a hypocrite. You are still married to your husband. I said, why aren't you with your husband? Because she said, F that dude. I said, well, you got to do it right. Get a divorce then. Don't run and leave town because now what you're showing is your ass probably going to end up going back or you going to end up bringing him up here. So I'm like, you ain't leaving because you would have just left and done it the right way. You just want to go around telling folks that you married. I get it. So what end up happening is that it's like I'm just thinking she a freak. And then it's like she took all her clothes off on FaceTime, as I mentioned. I didn't understand why she was doing that. I'm like, okay, you taking all your clothes off. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing that for? And then I just left it alone. Yeah, I was like, nah, bro. I feel like this is a spell that she trying to do. The only reason I jumped to that conclusion was because I showed her my CPAP machine, and she said that the reason why she said that, oh, you got people doing she said something like for you to be on a breathing like on a for you to be using a CPAP machine, she said that, oh, somebody doing some work on you, like, and nobody says that kind of shit unless they're doing it. It's like if you hear a witch say something in such a way that a normal person wouldn't say that shit. That's basically what she did. She was like, "Oh, you got a CPAP machine? I don't really believe that you're not breathing when you sleep, and that sounds like somebody's, doing putting something on you like spells or doing witchcraft on you or something." I'm like, bro, that's because she's speaking of herself. That's what I sense. Now let me see. Let me check to see. Yeah, Super Her said, don't give them the opportunity to even think they can ask you for anything. Facts, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't even want, see, that's why I was saying yesterday, like, you don't even want to give a person even the thought of thinking they could use you because they hate you when they think, as soon as they get one little favor from you, it's almost like now you have dissolved the boundary. See, of you saying no to the point where now this person think they instantly have access to you and getting things. See, getting their way. Let me see. Super said, let a Scorpio talk long enough, you will start to see their hand. Facts. Um, but the thing is, like, I don't be hitting her up. Like, she do all the pursuing and shit because I be busy, and I keep myself busy. But after what transpired, I don't trust her. Nope. Because the look, like, I have a gift, I have a seer's gift, so, and that gift came from God. So me, it's like I can look at a person and I can tell where they've been. I can tell if they got a good spirit. I can tell if they like been indulging in some like drugs or some shit for, even if it's related to their past. I pick up so much information, and I was getting like prostitute vibes. I was getting like those type of vibes that like she done been in them streets, selling it, doing all kind of just wicked shit to where her sitting before me trying to act like she's innocent. Oh, I get my money honest in an honest way. Lies, bro. See, because you would listen to try to convince people of things in such a way means you trying to make yourself feel better. Like, oh, you want to feel, you don't want to feel guilty. You want to feel like, oh, I don't do that. I get my money in an honest way. Why are you telling me that? Because it sounds like you're trying to convince me that you're getting it in an honest way. Other than just keeping quiet, you don't even have to tell people that. So that let me know you're feeling guilty. See? So that's why I said no. Taking your clothes off and you're on FaceTime, that's how them prostitutes be moving. That's how they be moving, bro. Like, think about it. If I was a pimp or, a manager of a woman, I would, I'm sure people would say, dude, that would probably be one of the, I say one of the plans to get, you know, a trick. Oh, you know what? When you get over there, once y'all get settled, take your clothes off. That sounds like something you know, her manager done told her to do. Ain't no way. If it ain't that, then you just what? You doing spells. Cause listen, that is a spell, bro. Cause I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why it's a spell, bro. A woman knows how sacred her body is, right? It's a reason why those sensitive, vulnerable areas are covered, usually, right? With panties or a bra. So everybody can't see it. So if that's a private situation, why the hell why is you revealing all of this on a camera, on a FaceTime, when we having a conversation? But you wanted me to see something. See, you wanted to entice me. You wanted me to react because you're trying to control me. See, you're trying to control my emotions. You're trying to control something about me because it's not easily seen, if that makes sense. Because I wasn't really giving her compliments. I wasn't all drooling and being thirsty with her. So when she took the clothes off, I still wasn't in that mindset. I was more like concerned, like, are you okay? Like, shit, I don't know what you're doing that for, but it's weird. But remember, I said, as a Pisces, never ignore red flags, bro. Because it's almost like it's your intuition is showing you something. Because as something is foggy and just hard to understand, it's because there's motives, bro. It's motives, ulterior motives at hand, bro. See, so don't never just fall for what's in front of you. Look at the what's behind it. See, and only way you're able to find out a person's motives is that you have to what? You have to see, you have to resist, bro. You got to resist any type of things that person asks you to do. You got to see them get upset, bro. When they get upset, then, oh, now they take the mask off because the mask isn't working. See that? So, oh, if I can't win, then I might as well show my hand because I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with it. See? Let me see here. Yeah, super say, yeah, she tried it. I don't like anyone who talk too much about nothing. Super said facts. I've only known. No. Misty, yeah. Misty said I've only known 3 Scorpions that are givers, not takers, and I've known a lot. Yeah. Then the heifer gonna say, oh, she said that a Scorpion in Texas entered her home, right? And she said she was afraid of it because it was small, but it wasn't the poisonous ones. She said the poisonous ones are the black ones. Okay. I said, all right. Then so I said, I'm surprised you haven't stung me yet, right? And I was just being sarcastic. I said, I'm surprised you haven't stung me yet. And then she said, oh, I don't sting. I'm just more protective. Yeah, if you come after me, then I'll come after you. I said, okay. I said, all right, so you don't sting? No, I don't sting. I don't. I'm a very nice person. Are you? See, you got to listen to people's tone of voice when they talk. I'm a very nice person. It seems exaggerated. See, it sounds like you're trying to see what I'm saying? I'm very. I never trust that word. I'm very. I'm very good. Oh, I'm the best, bro. That's all ego, bro. Because you're not the best. See? Oh, I'm very nice, bro. It's either nice or nothing, bro. It ain't no fucking very nice, bro. See, and to me listening to her, I'm like, bro, work this shit on somebody else, bro. I don't fall for this. See, this is the thing. You could get all the answers in 24 hours of getting to know somebody. And this, look, speaking of the devil, she's calling right now. I'm gonna let y'all hear the conversation. Watch this. Hello?
Hey, babe.
You said, why you say, hey, babe, and I?
My baby. Oh, they look at you, and you don't know how it feels. Call you my man. No, why is I got my heated seat on? I'm hot as fuck.
So you didn't get uh the hair.
To another house. I told you that. I'm doing a double today. I don't got enough time to go to the store.
Why you doing all that working?
Huh?
Why you doing all that working like that?
Usually people work because they have to pay for shit, like their bills, their rent, um, pull-ups, diapers, wipes, groceries, insurance, insurances. Like that's usually why people work, hun. The reason why I work a lot is because I actually am used to having money, but I kind of lost my shit like mentally when I lost my daughter and my nephew and my grandbaby and my other daughter got in that accident. I went downhill, so I lost a lot of my finances, of my assets, of a lot of shit, and now I'm really on some get back, and a lot of my bills outweigh my monthly income. So right now I'm just playing catch up. I had too many bills coming out and not enough money coming in, babe.
So you got to use mustard.
That
If you said you was trying to play catch up, I said instead of playing in the catch up, you got to use mustard.
I'm using all things. Yeah,
So what?
but I'm good. I'm cool. I don't work too much. I mean, I work just enough.
So you don't have it. So I don't. So I don't. Oh man, I don't know
Ask me, Trey. Ask me.
what you mean. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure it out.
Because I'm you saying it like you don't know what kind of question you trying to ask.
Man, I ain't. You be reading to it wrong. I'm not trying. Look, I know what you're trying to say, but like that's not it, fam. You thinking I'm a. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So what? Why did you take your clothes off on that FaceTime thing?
I was asleep any fucking way. What the fuck you don't see snoring that damn loud? You were asleep.
Oh, so you was trying to show me like the goods.
No, I was staying on the phone with you because when I tried to hang up, you didn't want to. So usually that when you saying, okay, I'm gonna call you in the morning, we'll see do, and they don't want to get off the phone, usually they want to stay on the phone. So I stayed on the phone.
Are you sure you wasn't just being a freak?
No, and that's the only thing you care about? No.
I don't, bro. I don't. That's not the only thing I care about. But I didn't take my clothes off.
You had sex. You didn't even wash your ass.
I didn't wash my ass.
No, I told you to get in the shower too. You said you're too tired, stanky butt, and went to sleep with that ass.
So I didn't see you get in the tub either. You just turned the water on and closed the curtain.
Shit, you were asleep. When I got out, your ass was knocked the fuck out because I forgot to put my towel right there. Told you, I got issues too. I bring the gun, but not the damn dry towel.
Why you taking your gun? But I'm saying, why you taking your gun to work though?
I took what? Huh?
You said you took.
Last night when I got out the shower, I left my towel, but I ain't had my gun. So I was like, fuck. You was asleep anyway. You look like with a black ass do rag or something over your.
It wasn't no that. It wasn't no do rag. You said what?
You was snoring loud than the bitch. That's how I knew the CPAP thing wasn't on your ass. You snore loud as fuck. So if we ever do spend a night together, you wait until I go to sleep and then you carry your snoring ass to sleep. Cause that shit is so loud.
You stink. You so stinging right now, ain't you? You got the stinger out. You ain't trying to. I ain't even got no energy.
Look mean as fuck. You is a little mean. That's that yellow tip. You're tall, so you a little bit stuck up. Shorter dudes have a lower self esteem. Darker dudes are insecure. You remind me of my fucking brother, and that shit was irritating last night. I kept saying that like, oh, you look like my fucking brother.
That's why. That's what I'm saying. You took all your clothes off on FaceTime because I'm acting like your brother.
So it doesn't matter. I could be naked right now. You can't see my body, so it don't matter.
So
I called when I first just called you when I was at work. I was on the toilet peeing, and you ain't answering. You said that you was sitting. I FaceTimed you on the toilet because you ain't gonna know I'm on the toilet. I'm experienced, honey, in everything that I do, or I just don't do it.
then why you? So you then you told me you said your titties was saggy or something you were saying.
You said something about your body. I'm self conscious.
What I say about my body? I didn't say nothing about my.
Tattoos and you need to lose weight. And I said I need to lose weight too, and motherfucking titty sack.
Why do I never knew why titties? But I shot.
Too damn. They too big.
I didn't even know why titties sag in the first place.
They're not holding up my fucking titties, and I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, I am pissed off, and I don't got time to stop nowhere.
I think if you use some Fix-A-Flat, I think that's supposed to make them sit up a little bit. Is that what you're supposed to use?
So bad.
They got the Fix-A-Flat at the Walmart.
Man, I'm motherfucking fix this. If I had a good man, he could go to my house and get what I need.
You still trying to find somebody to go get something from the house?
No. I'ma just wait like I always. Because I ain't got enough time to run in nowhere.
You didn't want to. So you just didn't have the little 15 for the, huh? Yeah.
$15.
No, I thought when you said you needed somebody to go to the house, I thought you were saying like you would have put some gas in that car.
Bro, I just went and picked up my packages yesterday. I ordered them before I left Texas. I've lost at least, I would guess, roughly maybe 20 pounds since I've been here. And now the motherfuckers is too damn big. So they're not holding my titties up. And that shit pissing me off. My titties are too big for that shit. My titties be up in my neck down there because my bras. But, hey.
I thought that they get soggy because you got everybody sucking on them too much.
They get.
No,
they sag.
They sag because
Lower.
nah, Brody. They sag because you got no. Listen, that's because I'm telling you because that's when you got 8 kids and they all getting breastfed. They suck the damn life out the motherfuckers. That's what it is.
Why? Titties aren't shit but fat, first of all. They're not shit but fat. That's why skinny bitches' titties perky, because that's the only fat on their damn body. So if you done lost weight and gained weight, the titties gonna lose weight and gain weight. But when you have a baby, 3 days later, the motherfuckers gonna swell up and have all the milk in them. When the milk is gone out, them hoes gonna shrivel up.
So then you saying now they ain't got no damn.
Don't say. I think they say.
So you saying they ain't giving up no milk, huh? No more.
I don't have milk in my titties no more. My baby is 4, but it's 5 in October.
How you know that?
Dried up. I know I ain't got no milk in my titties. Hell no. Milk only stay in my titties for some months. Even when my baby's 1, milk don't be in my titties. That's why I don't breastfeed. Because I get eczema all on my titties and I'm real sensitive.
You must have had some good milk if they ain't got none in there.
No rested ass titties. So I pump it, but my titties, after like some months, I don't be having no milk. But they be just huge. I'm gonna get a breast reduction.
Now you wanna?
I need to. My fucking back, my shoulders hurt, but shit hurts so bad right now because the bra is too big around the the back part, like your bust, that would be like not the cup. The cup is the titties. We talking about the back part. It's no.
Man, you trying to educate me on some goddamn breast?
I'm just educated. I can educate you on more than that if you want to learn.
Shit, I just know when you go to Popeyes, you could get a breast and a wing for about what, $6.99.
This is homegrown.
Not if they how is they homegrown if they? I ain't even finna say nothing, bro.
Shit, that processed food. My breast and thighs is homegrown. Homegrown because I ate food from home, nigga. Like if you buy some fucking cattle or chicken, they gonna be considered homegrown versus Walmart shit. Okay? Now, you wanna learn or what?
You could teach me that, then I'm gonna teach you how to not be ghetto. How about that?
I know how to not be ghetto. This is not a professional setting. Don't you be hearing me talk at work, nigga?
Just saying simple stuff like good morning. That's not it. That ain't enough.
You think ghetto bitches say good morning? What the fuck world are you from?
Oh, so wait, you don't.
Ghetto people don't say fucking good morning.
What?
I know, because your ghetto ass say good morning. You've been around fake ghetto people. You not from the mud. Like, you ain't a gremlin, my nigga.
I've never.
Poster boy.
Okay.
Love
you.
Yeah, I like you.
I'm not
one who be doing say. I keep saying I like you, you're handsome. You ain't even saying I'm cute or shit. When I know you think I'm cute, I know you like me, but I'm just different from what you're used to. Well, maybe sometimes people need different, but you got to keep your head in the right space because it ain't always about fucking or sucking or licking.
Man, you got 8 kids. You see you got 8 kids. I got 0. That's why I'm like, where's the energy?
It doesn't matter.
You sound like you self-reflecting or something.
No, but
that's self-reflection.
That's just like saying just because she got 8 kids, I know I can fuck. No. Like,
but you can't. Now you got me feeling like Kevin Samuels now, fam. Because you think you just entitled to somebody that's going. You think they're gonna look at you different because you got 8 kids. You saying they ain't supposed to want to hit, fam. You got 8 kids, fam.
They look at me different, and that just shows me that they're closed-minded, and maybe they met me to elevate their thinking. That's what I'm saying.
Your ego needs to, bro.
You don't know this. Like, that's why I said I could tell you young, because shit ain't never what we think. Period. Ain't nothing in life what we really think. It's not. 9 times out of 10, shit ain't never what we think. Now, am I right or wrong, Trey?
Bro, you gotta let that ghetto shit alone, fam. Because that shit you letting that shit embed into your scalp. Instead of taking the braids down, you need to take that ghetto fucking mentality down.
Not ghetto, I'm just talented. I'm not gonna say with no nigga.
I have never heard that shit in my entire life. I'm not ghetto, I'm just challenging.
Right.
That's cold-blooded, bro.
Like, you're judgmental.
I'm judgmental just because, bro. Oh my God, bro. That's supposed to make me feel bad.
No. Man, even if you do feel bad, who even cares?
No, I'm asking you. I'm
not gonna throw her shit. I'm gonna if something meant to be is gonna be. Like, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna talk about.
You said you would
this and that or saying because you don't got no kids that you must ain't got good dick. Like, that's being judgmental. How can you expect to meet any nice female or any female?
Man, listen, bro. I know what you trying to say, but how about I never while you was in there getting your back blown down, shit, I was doing a YouTube video type shit. You know what I'm saying? You was getting your brains fucked out your damn head while you sitting up there breastfeeding shit. I'm out here making money.
So I still make money too right now.
But I'm saying, why not just own it? Just say, like, you try to keep it a secret. You trying to keep that a secret.
Like, I don't understand. What are you thinking?
You know you a freak, but you trying to act like you just a goody two shoes.
Like I just said,
You're a professional freak, right?
just because I'm talking on the phone with you, you think that I'm supposed to want to fuck you or freak you? No. You know how many motherfuckers I done came across that they not gonna fuck.
So you think you a man? You want to be a man, don't you? No, I said you want to be a man.
Why would I want to be a man?
Because you don't think that you're not supposed to get fucked. That's what you basically saying.
I pick and choose who I lay with, unlike you, clearly.
Also, I was just supposed to be used for the store runner and the go.
For what? You don't have to go nowhere for me, boo. That's
Now it's the boo and the.
Or I have my friend go, or I see if.
Oh, talking about the one on the bus.
Yeah, she will go.
That's your girl. That's your girlfriend or something.
Well, I don't know, but you really doing the most, and I gotta go to work, and you rubbing me the wrong way.
I'm matching energy. I'm just matching energy, bro.
Today, but
I'm matching energy. Damn, I can't be myself. This is me.
You could be okay. Well, I don't like you, so
I knew it. I knew that already.
Badgered by somebody like.
Bro, that's like you getting in your feelings because I'm just being myself, bro. That's.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you what I know.
Don't cry, fam. I wasn't trying to make you cry, Brody. I wasn't even trying to make you cry, bro.
Do you understand that I'm a caregiver? And first of all, I am a black queen. Do you think a black fucking queen cry over? Honestly, it's just entertainment that I usually don't get to have. So I wouldn't.
Just breathe. But I can feel your temp. You see, I was checking your temperature. You so hood, but you about to cry. Come on, bro.
I'm about to cry. Oh my God, this boy, you're hilarious. I didn't even say you
can't let this poster boy get you worked up like that. That's crazy.
You're the fake poster boy.
I'm not even, bro. I didn't even know I could piss a woman like you off. That's crazy. I just. Then why you say that?
Nobody can piss me off. You know.
Nobody can piss you off. Okay.
Somebody mess with my kids or my money. I never ever let people be able to do that to me. So I'm a fucking boss. I don't know what you think.
And you wouldn't. So you don't.
If it was about my money, like if I was at work, I never talk like this. Or if I was at my business back in Texas, you think I'll talk like this? No.
I feel like you hiding something though. You ain't really telling it all.
Yeah, what you think? Because you never met real people, and
you probably used to sell ass too. Then you was selling it. I knew it. I knew you was doing that. You sound like. No, you sound like you done been selling it.
And what did that get you?
Bro. Oh, so now wait. We talking about you. Then you look. You try to flip the script.
Not to toot my own horn, but I got 8 kids and I pay for my own groceries and insurance.
Wasn't no groceries in that refrigerator though. You know that, right? Wasn't no food in that refrigerator though.
It doesn't matter. I'll have my kids send you a picture of my house in Texas with my groceries.
Why do you keep on saying that? Texas? You in Milwaukee.
Because I live. It doesn't matter.
You can't brag about. I'm saying you can't brag about shit that.
I can go.
Bro.
About what shit that I.
So you gonna always brag about an old house that you stayed at?
Old house, nigga. I got a goofy ass nigga. I can put my shit up now.
Oh, you stay in the hood.
Nigga, now you're broke ass.
You stay on 15th Street, motherfucker. You ain't shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Scorpios be thinking they tough, bro. You not. You stay in the hood. Look, now she calling back. You done hung up. You letting your anger get the best of you, bro.
Hey.
15.
Out, bitch. You're
Oh, now your true colors. See, I knew you was hiding it. Scorpio. Oh, shit. I knew it. I knew it. Yay. I knew it. I told y'all, bro. I just proved it. Scorpios wear the mask, bro. The illusion outweighs the facade. I just said that shit, bro. She got mad. Her mask ripped right off, bro. Showed her true colors. And I'm just being me. Just a little poster boy. Now, you know what, bro? I'm using that shit. I'm using that poster boy phrase that she said. That's not
boy, how they be saying,
poster boy. I'm using that shit. To me, I'm like, bro, we was just having a conversation, bro. But she could not take the heat, bro. Because every time, listen, the shit I was saying was stinging her ego, bro. Yeah, super her facts. They say they stay bragging, bro, in reality facts. That's what they wish they had. And I'm telling her, like, she getting mad, bro. Like, why are you getting so worked up, bro? Just keep it real. She bragging about a house, and I'm telling her, bro, you stay in the hood, bro. Am I right or wrong? If you buy a house, this is just, listen, y'all. Make this make sense, bro. You in the hood, right? If you gonna brag about some shit, brag about buying a house in the suburbs, way out in the middle of nowhere. You see, when you brag, you're supposed to brag about shit that's hard for other people to get. Brag about a Lamborghini you just bought, cash. Brag about a 3-story condo that you done bought. Brag about something worth bragging about, but when you brag about being, oh, I got the crib in the hood, that ain't, bro, that ain't it, bro. That's not nothing to brag about, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real, bro. If you're gonna brag, you brag about shit that nobody else has, or it's hard for them to get it. Or just a rare situation that, lucky you were blessed to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you got a whole 3-wheeler Harley or some type. It could be a electric scooter that go 100 miles an hour. Shit, something that's worth bragging about. But that's the thing. It's, to me, it's like, my whole point of this was to prove to y'all that, bro, a person can literally talk tough, act a certain way, and anytime a person is not being themselves, they're putting up a facade, bro. This is not the real them, bro. That's why it don't sound right. Let me see. Beggars, you said boring. I don't know what that's supposed. Maybe you are. Let me see. Freedom said, all I know is that it's truly sad to be in competition with anyone, and loving God doesn't have anything to do with material. Most thieves can't sleep bragging about being a Harley, which isn't it. I mean, this is like, okay, so the reason why I basically was saying, like, I'm not in competition with her or anyone else, but I will say this. I know what I know, bro, and she looks like a prostitute, bro. She has, like, you could tell she probably was doing some type of drugs. She has, like, her mouth does something weird. Uh, and then she has, like, in her eyes, you can see something is off. Like, the way she looks at me, she looks like a predator or some type of shit, to where her eyes are just look evil. I could tell that she's hiding a demon, right? Some type of demonic entity within herself. how do I know this? Is because I had a client, and the client she was a Capricorn woman, right? And she had been in that lifestyle for like 14 years. She was a hooker, bro. And she really was telling me how she's trying to get clean and trying to stop the drugs and stop the shit. And she told me why, when, how she even started that lifestyle. And she had that same underbite, like that same, like the way her teeth, everything, the same look, the same conversation, the same way she behaved was the same way this woman was behaving. So it's like, I remember that behavior. I'm like, bro, she act like one of them hookers, bro. She's saying I'm being judgmental. I'm like, no, I'm not being judgmental. I just literally can see it. So now it's like everything of which I said, now y'all got to hear her voice. She called me and I said, speaking of the devil, she ended up calling me. Ain't none of this shit planned out. Ain't none of this scripted, bro. I literally just talked to her just like on the phone. Y'all got to see the Scorpio woman in full effect, bro. Full effect. And y'all hear how she was saying stuff. I matched her energy. So once she started saying shit slick, I started saying shit slick. But people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. It's like, oh, you could talk to me like that, but when I do it to you, you cannot handle it. You about to cry, bro. But I'm the poster boy. I'm the prep looking dude, the lame, and I'm hurting your feelings. That is like, oh. And then she ended up telling on herself, I hate you. You remind me of my brother, bro. Now it explains why you wanted to use me to go to the fucking store. I proved my theory. Again, people that want to use you hate you. See, I'm gonna tell you, why do people that hate, I'm gonna say this, why they hate you is because, listen, they already subconsciously tell themselves, I don't like this person. So what am I going to only use them for? See, is to take me to work. Do this favor for me. See? But you ever notice and ask yourself the question on the receiving end, why do you want me to do a favor for you when you could do it yourself? See? Why you want me to go run somewhere for you? Because you want to win. You want the W. You want to be able to kick me to the curb and be like, oh, like you want the upper hand in the situation. See? So that's how I know it's a hate thing when people use you. And it don't have to be for many things. It could be for one fucking favor, one thing. It's like, oh, can you go outside and clean up all that shit in front of my house? They don't like you. See? They would rather see you out there doing something for them because what? They don't want to admit that they don't need you. See? That's how I knew for her to ask me to go to the store, that means something's maybe going on with her car. It's something going on where she didn't even want to ask me for that help. See, but that shows she really needed somebody to help her. But you could tell her ego, I don't even want to ask this little young, whatever, to do nothing. See, remember I said, then she hung up on me and then called back was just like weird. Like, why are you, now that this explains why you took your clothes off. See, you do all of this. You took your clothes off. That didn't make sense. You hung up on me, then called me right back. See how people do weird shit when they're mad, bro. They show their hand, bro, every single time. And then what I did was, see, I know how to do this thing where you could give somebody a heaviness of your energy. See, I have a lot of Pluto in my chart, so my energy is very heavy. See, to where I can really talk to a person and everything I say can literally land. You see what I'm saying? In such a way where it's gonna, feel like an explosion. It's gonna feel like very intense. So, or put it like this: a wet blanket. It's like wearing a wet blanket. Nobody wants to wear a wet coat or a wet blanket, right? It doesn't feel comfortable. So that's how my energy can be when I'm trying to prove a point. And I told her she want to get loud. I got more loud. Like, dude, you talking to? You ain't scaring nobody with this little thug. You want to be a thug so bad, bro? Stop it, bro. Yeah, stay over there in the hood. Stay over there, and we're gonna see how far you get. Probably won't even be living in Milwaukee for more than a month anyway. See? And then, no, 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 freedom. That ain't even my girl. It was just somebody I met on a dating site. So this is what I'm doing. I have a girlfriend, okay? I'm engaged to her, which is my Leo woman, right? And I'm not leaving her, not cheating on her either. So to make content, I talk to these random ass girls and get they sign, and then I basically interview them, and then I get them on the phone and share them with y'all, so y'all can see the proof as I randomly pick a person and be like, okay, what's your sign? Oh, you're an Aquarius? Okay. Well, hey, I'll talk to him, chit chat, let y'all hear it. And then it's like, yeah, you get to see the behavior of an Aquarius. See? And everything I say about them, what they do, you see how that person behave to prove it. Because a lot of people say, oh, you're talking astrology stuff, man. It's not real. And oh yeah, that doesn't make sense. And yeah, okay, and they don't know what they're talking about, bro. And that's why I said she was basically the last thing I was saying too. I was like, she was basically, she wanted to sting this morning. She said, "Oh, y'all heard what she said? She said, you wasn't like this yesterday." I'm like, okay, well, in case you didn't know, there's another fish. But that's the thing. Pisces don't let you figure them out. Pisces will be different from every goddamn day. Put it like this: they're not gonna be the same from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. See, a Pisces is mutable. They constantly change, bro. So it's like they can be one thing for today because of the mood. Tomorrow, they might not even like you tomorrow. They probably be like, "Oh, hell with you," you know. Definitely, she was emotional, and then she had the nerve to call me bae. See, I used to always tell my girl that don't call me bae because bae is a it's a word that people use to, you know, they done forgot your name or they don't want to put it like this. They're calling several other guys the same shit to where bae just is a common word to hide the fact that, oh, you got so many men that, oh, I want to call you bae because that's just easy to say than saying your name like Trey and your government. So to me, a person can say "bae" and not mean nothing, not mean nothing of what that word stands for. They just using it in vain. See, let me see. Oh yeah, definitely pray. Yeah, I pray all the time, bro. Pray every day. Freedom, I pray for me and my girl all the time, bro. Let me see. Oh yeah, jokes on her, bro, for sure. Um, she could hold that L because I know that was a blow, a dent to her ego. I just wanted to tell her about herself because, bro, I feel like this. I don't think anybody likes this. Like when a person is like bragging, it's like you just want to grab them. Like, how can I say it? Where is that at? You just want to grab them like this little napkin. You want to grab them by the back of their shirt and just lift them up. Like, you know what? You just come sit on your ass right down and stay and be humble because you're not humble. You're over here, you know, be glad that you got a place to stay. Be glad, you know, and that lets you know that we're a person operating out of their ego. If you bragging and you don't got much, then I see why. See, you ain't supposed to be too proud and just acting like, your shit don't stink or just acting like you're just so good and you got really stuff that everybody else got, bro. Section 8, food stamps. That's cool to have, but bro, that's embarrassing to brag about that type of shit to where nobody cares. Like, remember I said, life is an illusion. Oh my God, I got a ton of food in my refrigerator and I got all this milk and yeah, and this and that, bro. Listen, that none of that shit matters, bro. That's why I say with us humans, bro, we argue over stuff that doesn't matter, bro. You I don't know if y'all really understand me. And yes, I told her I was weird from the start. From the start, I am very weird. I like being weird. And she tried to say, "Oh, I like weird." No, you don't. No, you don't. That's why you testing me now. That's why you trying me now. See, because you're trying to see how much do I know. And you thinking, remember I told you, and I learned this through Machiavelli. You always want to give a person more rope. It's cold blooded. Hey, yo, you want to always give people more rope. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you when you don't let shit bother you what people say, bro, you give them more rope to hang themselves, bro. Because listen, they thinking that you tolerating the shit or like, oh, like you buying into it. You really like, okay, here, take some more rope, take some more rope, take some more rope. Then they sit there with all that rope. What you think they gonna do with it? They not gonna use it. See, I'm gonna tell you, they don't get to use the rope. The rope ends up using them. It's cold blooded, bro. That's why they say you can show your ass. See, and that could have been the very person that could have helped you, could have healed you, could have had you been humble. This person could have really have saved you. See, but no, your ego. You got the popping it, running your mouth, talking slick, doing shit. Now you done ruined the plan, the purpose of that person being in your life in the first place. See? That's why I be telling people I could have came in her life to tell her, give her some type of knowledge or help. Now I understand my intention wasn't like pure as far as I did admit that, you know, my head was in the clouds, but that was really it was probably something I just wanted to hear, a little entertainment. I probably was trying to hear. I don't know. Because even this is the thing. A Pisces is capable of saying something and not meaning it. Maybe a Pisces was in the mood for popcorn, and then when popcorn came, he didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I wanted a couple bites of popcorn on Monday. I didn't probably get no damn popcorn. Now I ain't thinking about it. I don't even want the popcorn now because I'm in a different mood. So it's like folks just I ain't gonna lie, that didn't make no goddamn sense. Why, bro? You know what, bro? It's too much going on, bro. It's too much going on, bro. I now let me know, bro. Either I'm getting old or I'm just like maybe I'm just a little too relaxed and calm because I do be forgetting shit and I do be like, the craziest thing that I experienced. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. It's like you could be talking about something and then literally just forget like what you don't even you forget what the subject was or whatever you was just saying, bro. That shit keep happening to me, bro. I don't know why. I might have to go to the doctor and get that shit checked out. But the funniest thing that girl said to me, I would never forget that shit, bro. That Scorpio said, the reason why you ain't have no kids because you ain't got good dick. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard no shit like that before. I ain't never heard no shit like that ever, bro. That is some crazy. Then she said, I am not, what did she say? I'm not mean or I'm not ghetto or something. I'm just challenging. I'm like, that seemed like somebody that was trying to make her feel good about it. Like she probably was having a conversation with somebody and they was like, yeah, girl, you definitely ghetto. And then, no, I'm not ghetto. And yeah, I'm just this. Well, girl, you know what? Maybe you just a little challenging. yeah, you know what? I am a little, yeah, I'm gonna just start telling people that I'm just challenging. Cause yeah, I know I'm a little ghetto, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna start saying that I'm challenging. That's where that shit came from, bro. Ain't no way for her to even say, I don't like that. See, the problem here is this, bro. That the art when you articulate stuff and say stuff in such a way, I hate, bro. I hate this with a passion, bro. Like I hate when people act smarter than they are, bro. Like, no. Don't act like you a damn goddamn fucking. Don't act like you a damn teacher when you don't even know how to teach, or you just sound stupid because you being ghetto. Like you talking like you ain't like you don't know how to talk. You know, this is like the thing about it is that okay, two people could be arguing about who got more food in their house. Like, I got greens, I got popsicles, I got this, I got man, I got Coke, I got Diet Coke, I got pizzas, I got garlic bread, I got sweet potatoes, I even got peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But no, but I got this. It's like, bro, why do people fight and argue with their own people about nothing, bro? Who cares? Who cares if you can have cornbread, cereal, gallons of milk compared to somebody that got plenty food? Who cares, bro? I'm gonna tell you why. If you buy the food to be, to eat, then you ain't got no more food. Then you gotta go grocery shopping again. That's like arguing over diapers or some shit, bro. Disposable diapers. I once knew a young man that couldn't afford a box of diapers, bro. He was basically saying the shit was expensive. $29.95 for what is it, 50 diapers? I don't got no kids, so I wouldn't fucking know. But this is why would you argue about why would you get upset, bro? And all you gonna do with these damn diapers is the kid is gonna wear these damn diapers, shit and piss, and you gonna ball it up, get mad. I can't even say this with no straight face, bro. Oh man. You ain't gonna do nothing but ball it up and throw it out because got mad. You gonna throw it out the window, or you gonna leave it on somebody else's lawn. Either way it goes, you gonna throw it away. And then you're gonna use another one. See? And then the kid gonna run around and you're gonna throw it away. So this is the thing. If you know you need that type of stuff, it ain't nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to brag about. It ain't nothing. It come with the what? The lifestyle. It come with you having kids. You gotta have diapers. You got to buy diapers for quite some time. See, so the kid get what is it? Potty trained. Now, could you imagine somebody that can't afford diapers, right? To get so upset that they try to force their 2-year-old to shit and piss, potty train them, and then you be surprised it could be somebody that young and know how to go to the bathroom because that person don't want to buy no diapers. But it was the craziest thing I heard the young man say. He said, why the hell do I? Why, he said, why the hell do I got to buy these diapers when when they just gonna use them and then I'm gonna throw them away, bro? I just looked at the boy and I said, bro, just don't have kids, bro. If that's how you feel, you shouldn't even be in the bracket of having, children. You shouldn't even be a father then, bro. You crying about something that. But I'm saying though, like, I just spent $30, bro, and now we done threw all them shits away, and I gotta go get another box. Now that's $60. Now that's $90, bro. I'm only saying this. I know what y'all thinking. Like, why is he even saying this shit? Because I like talking to y'all, for one, and then two is that the diaper thing is a strange thing. But what else would that? Listen, think about this. If the kid didn't have diapers, what else you gonna use? A towel, a rag, a couple of leaves, tie them up. Like I'm saying, way back in the day, what you think people was using? Now I'm just messing with y'all. But yeah, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, definitely. No, that wasn't my woman. Freedom. Let me see. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't do no dating site. Hell no. I just be on there, like I say, just doing it for content. Yeah, just get the experience and learn facts. Super hard facts. Yeah, that's this thing. That's the thing. Like, yeah, right. You like you said, don't say it. But I ain't calling her back. I don't play them games. When folks do their little stuff, they show their true hand. That make me set another boundary. It just let me know. But it put it like this: when you confirm things that you are intuitive about, it's so amazing that it's like when you knew somebody was hiding something. Because I just told her that. I said, I feel like you hiding something, bro. And that let me know she was, by her hiding her anger. But the whole time, you know what? I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. Why do Scorpio women come off as Gemini women? For some reason, I do not know. It's like a lot of Scorpio women could be bipolar, bro. They can have like like two different contradicting type of like mindsets, bro. To where, do you know? Like, I'm gonna tell you, with the placements with Pluto and Mars, okay? Like, if you don't believe me, you do your own research. You can Google it, whatever, right? But with Pluto, people don't understand that, like, Pluto is like a destructive planet, right? Where it's almost like it really can really mess something up real bad, like sabotage, right? The crazy thing about it is, when you said, like, super hurt, when you said, she don't want to be saved, don't save her, right? But it's really like with Pluto, she don't want to be seen. You see what I'm saying? Don't try to see her. Don't go and look for her. Because listen, for the very thing that look, put it like this: a Scorpio, if they try to come off as being innocent, that mean they're man, listen, bro. That mean that they are like literally doing something wicked, fam. Look at Diddy, bro. Like, people, you can never just look at something the Scorpio do and just think that, oh, it's just so pleasant. Oh, the house beautiful. It's always something going on evil behind the scenes that you absolutely have no idea that's happening, fam. It's like two different. That's why I said that's why I said they kind of act like Geminis, bro, because it's almost like with the Gemini dealing with the twins, but when you're dealing with Scorpio, it's like they got two different lifestyles, a double life. They can live their life as a whore and then live their life like, oh, I'm the princess, I'm the goody two shoes, and I know everything, and I'm this, I'm the biggest and baddest. And it's like, bro, you trying to justify all that hoeing you be doing. See, you trying to make it to where it don't feel so bad for you to live like that. So you try to come off extremely smart to compensate for it. Bro, like, bro, just be your goddamn self. If you want to go out there and sleep with a bunch of folks for $40, that's your own damn, interest. That's you. You can't get mad. But it's like, bro, that, you know, like me, I say this, like, I learned to just be myself, bro. That if somebody can't accept that, they not for you, bro. Period. Could you imagine somebody saying, "Yo, take that hat off. I don't like your hat. I don't like your glasses. I don't like that nothing about you. Could you take it off?" Like, so you want to use me to do something for you to make you feel good, make you feel comfortable being around me? I think not. See, it's like you gotta watch people that try to make you feel good. You gotta watch people that, oh, I love you so much. Yeah, you're so adorable. Oh, people that try to, you know, it's like they try to make you feel good. I didn't ask to be made feel, I didn't ask to be um like for that person to make me feel something. Shit, like I hate when people do that. They start acting like you asking them for stuff like her saying something about I put smiles on faces and stuff like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't put smiles on faces. We just got done talking about this with John Wayne Gacy, bro. Everything he did was ego filled, bro. The ego was the gas, bro. Everything was fueled by his ego. So Scorpios are similar because their ego always gets the best of them, fam. Especially when they don't like their lives, bro. Every time, because you gotta understand, Scorpio is very intense, bro. And it's a lot of times they sitting on this stuff that they intense about to where it comes out, fam. It's like wherever you gotta look at wherever they are angry at or with, they are the most vulnerable. See, that's what you gotta remember. Wherever that Scorpio is vulnerable, they don't like to look weak in front of nobody, bro. They never, even if they suck, even if they're like terrible, even if they are the worst of the bottom of the barrel, they will try to make themselves seem more than what they are, bro, because they fear losing, bro, or looking weak. So even could you imagine somebody that's like that doesn't have much, but they're trying to act like they got everything, bro, and they try to make themselves seem more powerful than what they are. See, and it takes a Pisces like me, like and you, see, to put them in their place and strap them in and put a straight jacket on them and say, look, not in this lifetime. See, you are not that. Cut it out. See, cut it out. Knock it off. You're not that great. See, and that all that does is dissolve all their boundaries. See, it's always, I'm gonna tell you. Remember, I said if a person got an attitude, man, listen, I done bump heads with everybody, bro. I done had my glasses smacked off my face by Aquarius. I done had a lot of stuff bumping heads with plenty of people, bro. And I never back down because you live to see another day. You might lose a fight, and guess what? You show up again for the next one. We can have 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. We could fight every day. But I would not be the one getting in my feelings because I have this is the thing. I have mastered my emotion, bro. See, Bruce Lee said, "Be like water," for a reason. You're not supposed to fight mad, bro. I don't know what people be getting that shit from. They be thinking that's gasoline or fuel to make you punch harder or something. Like, no, bro. You've never supposed to fight a person with anger, bro. You're never supposed to show rage. That shit people watch on Goku, that's not how you fight, bro. See, when you get mad, that makes you lose the fight, if that makes sense, because you lose focus. You're supposed to be quiet. You're supposed to be a calm storm, bro, on the inside. A person that's full of power doesn't have to scream. See, they just know how to use the powers because they know how to not let off so much steam. See, but it's like that don't mean the steam ain't there. You just can't see it because at the end of the day, it's about what you can't see anyway, bro. That can hurt you. What you don't know can hurt you. So that's why I say you want to be there in the present moment. I talk too much. I know I yap, fam. I get it, bro. This is what I do, bro. This is my purpose, bro. It's to talk, bro. You know why? Because back in the day, I was never like this, bro. I never used to like to talk in front of people. I was shy. I used to hate talking to people, bro. Like you gotta understand, in high school, I didn't talk to nobody, bro. I was mute, didn't say a word. I was scared to talk to people because I think with us Pisces, I just had a real, like, how can I say it? I just had a history of hurting people's feelings without even trying, bro, to where I got to a point where I was like, bro, I don't even want to talk to nobody no more. Cause I had some friends that I was real cool with, and then it was like we basically stopped being friends over disagreements and just indifferences to where me telling somebody the truth about me not wanting to do something or how I saw it ended up ending the whole damn friendship to where I just got to a point where, damn, what's the point of even talking to people when people just like getting their feelings and they can't separate their emotions from having a conversation. That's the craziest thing. Like, why people can't argue or just have indifference, like where you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you, but we can still be cool. It's like, so what? It's just but people want to control every goddamn thing. That's the problem. Like, damn, you can't just, we just can't have an indifference and then move on from it. Why people want to get mad, bro? Break shit, fight, shoot, weird stuff, bro. And to me, I see that as being immature emotionally because it's like you can't you can't accept somebody having a different opinion or just speaking up for themselves. You're not used to that. See? Or you just intimidated by it because you don't expect a person to stand their ground. Like I say, I come from a family of people yelling and screaming, and that was going on in my household for a long time. See, to where I'm used to people screaming, yelling, cussing, getting drunk, all that shit. To where I'm immune to it. Don't hit me like it would hit somebody else, where they get all offended by it. Let me see. Facts, facts. Freedom. Said super her said I use diapers, so comfy. They are expensive, but I'm happy. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, Immortal said it by the food for substance said I need to replenish my feeble bones with milk. Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, it's to me, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but like sometimes with our I say with my culture, bro, it's like I never really understood why people argue over shit that like sometimes it's the type of stuff that our people be like arguing about, bro. It's almost like it make us look bad, bro. Arguing over who got the most food and just stupid stuff, bro. Like all it shows you is that people don't know how to like manage their time, bro. Like go get a job, go do some, have some hobbies, go do something, bro. Like start a YouTube channel, go do something instead of arguing me over this stupid shit that I don't care about, bro. Like you know me, I've learned to love myself more because I'm gonna tell you, it's a be plenty people that don't like you for you. It's like they don't want to accept the authentic you. Period. They don't want to, and it's cool. It's like you don't. I'm not. I'm not trying to make you do that. See, but it's like why people can't live their own different separate life. See, that's just crazy that it's like that. And then it's like, let me see. Yeah, I ain't messing with no Scorpio, man. I'm done with that. That's dead, bro. I can't do the Scorpio. I'm sorry. Um, it's not that I'm apologizing, but I feel like I can't, bro. That y'all saw me the way I was looking, I was squinting like, and then like the stuff she said I did, she didn't even mention. That was another kind of secret, you know, regarding her emotions that she didn't reveal until now. She didn't even know that I was recording the conversation. See, so that lets you know right there, she was just showing her true colors, but it's kind of like when you are putting up a facade, that's what happens. See, you can feel the the inconsistencies within that person's, vibes to where then you begin to see the true versus what's not the truth. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Ghostbusters in a way. Like you gotta call the damn Ghostbusters, come out and get the ghosts out the damn place. And it's like that ghost be trying to hide and shit. Appreciate that gift, go Diego, go. Hope I'm saying your name right. Let me see. Definitely locked up too, said Scorpio's not for everyone. Uh Locked up said, remember when you talking on the phone with that Leo about parties she wanted to throw? Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, bro. It'd be a lot. But see, at least with Leo, I could say they gonna tell you they peace of mind. Like, even when in the moment, if that makes sense. Like, and that's why I always, like I say, that's why I said I'm not gonna get rid of my Leo because, bro, she she lets me see her vulnerable. And see, if a woman won't be vulnerable around you, she don't want you, bro. She does not like you, bro. And that Scorpio, oh, she gonna put that mask on all day long. See, and even if she has to fool the person on the other end, I'm like, yo, like me, I hate people that operate out of their ego all the time. It's like, and every time, I always attract people like that have a big ego, and we clash, we fight because, bro, you can't get around me and start acting like you running shit and like you standing on business and talking that shit, bro. Cause I will like I will say something, bro. Like, bro, you don't even have to say none of this weird shit, bro, because you pissing me off, bro. And you making me, I'm gonna end up swinging off on you because that's what you looking for. You want to fight, and that you using fighting words. When you operating out of your ego and you think you tough and you saying little stuff like, yeah, I wish a nigga would try me and all this little stuff, and you acting like you bowdy body, Master P and all, you acting like you a goddamn celebrity, hood celebrity. It's like, bro, no, you're not. Stop. You trying to, bark and you trying to bark loud and make noise and take up space. And and all the only reason I say is because why are you telling me? Like, why are you telling me about this? I don't want to. I shouldn't have to hear this shit, bro. Why am I hearing this? because this person is trying to communicate something to me. Like, that's how Pisces are. You can't handle no Pisces any old kind of way, bro. Or just being rough with a Pisces just because you think you the shit, bro. Handling you rough like you ain't got a conscience, like you ain't a human, you know? Like, bro, don't be handling me rough like that. I can feel that shit, bro. And I'd be crazy because when you really feel energy, you can really feel when somebody like mishandling you and treating you wrong and talking to you crazy, like, and you start feeling like that's how that person really feel about themselves. You see? That's why they project it. It's like I was just tickled by the stuff she was saying, y'all. That to me was funny as hell because I was like, I like to when she see this is what I do. I know y'all probably saw this, but like everything she said about me, I basically behaved the way that she was basically, whatever she was saying about me, I was behaving that way. So she said, "Oh, you too young to know." I just be acting super, super dumb and just saying dumb shit, like just to piss her off, because I already knew like the conversation ain't going nowhere. I'm getting bored. I might as well just start trolling, and it works every time. See? Now let me see. Let me see. No, but on to answer your question, locked up. What was the party again, bro? Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. My memory be getting like messed up, bro. Yeah, definitely respect is all is needed. Um, super her said us too much energy to try to control. I rather my peace. Facts. Super her said I was talking to a Scorpio yesterday. He was saying I don't call him, and then he said hold on, and then hung up on me. I bet he thought I was gonna call back. Yeah, she did the same shit. She pulling the hanging up thing. See, when a person hang up on you, that's like one of the most disrespectful things you could do. Even if you leave somebody on red, that's another one. But like if a person hang up on me, I'm not calling them no more, bro. That's a violation, bro. Like if you hang up on me and I know you intentionally did it, I'm never calling you again, bro. It's over. Like it's certain things where you have to have boundaries, bro. And I get it. That was your friend and y'all was cool and for a long period of time. But bro, you gotta have self-respect, bro. If a person will treat you like an option, cut their ass off, bro. It ain't worth it. Like, why say you gotta cut them off is because like this. Sometimes you might feel like, oh man, that's gonna be like cold-blooded. I just gonna cut the person off, never talk to them again. But bro, you got to think that person made a decision to treat you a certain type of way. They didn't give a damn about the friendship when they, you know, disrespected you. So you can't cut them no slack. And I'm not saying you got to call them and tell them. You just stop calling them. Don't call them no more. Let them, like I say, you got to just let them, be them and move around. Don't sit there and try to tap dance with people that don't want to tap dance. It's like, man, people be doing all kind of shit, bro. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the let me see. Super her said I didn't even meet him in person. Well, you said I didn't even meet the person. Yet I was like, yep, you show your true colors. You hung up, and after complaining to me, I clicked the button after that and was thankful I never met him in person. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, like um, me, like I'm not gonna block her, but I'm not calling her no more. Like I ain't finna call her at all. I'm not even upset. Like I kind of was disappointed that I really, hey, I really wanted to be the poster boy. That's the way I wanted to be. And I felt like, damn, you surprised me. That shit, like, I didn't think I could really make somebody, upset. Cause put it like this, that wasn't my motive. That wasn't something I was planning on doing. To where, so put it like this, it's like you get surprised by how things like turn out, to where the outcomes is like crazy on how you handle a situation. It's like you could be friends with somebody, and then the next day you guys are like not even talking no more because you know people that have ulterior motives, they simply just wait. See, they wait to show their hand, and then they try to see if you'll fall for something. And then one light favor turns into a big huge favor. It's like first it'll be, oh, take me here, and then all of a sudden it's like the person trying to like take over your stuff. And Scorpio could be that way to want to try to take over your shit, take over your car, acting like it's their shit. Um, I don't like too about Scorpio women is they try to hint around when they want to manipulate you. They try to push you into the mindset that they want you to be in until you giving in to their requests and shit. And it's like, let me see, I mean not Misty, but Super said, how you call me to complain, I don't call you, and then you say hold on and deliberately hang up to see if I'll call back. You're not in control over here. Facts. Or they'll call like one time and then hang up. Like the Scorpio, not I keep saying Scorpio. The Gemini that I had met last week, she she called me back, let the phone ring one time, and then hung up. I said, I was like, I'm not gonna chase you. I'm not calling you. I hope that wasn't, but I think why she did that was she was trying to see if I blocked her. That's what I think. She was trying to see if I blocked her, or she wanted me to like call her right back so she could get the last word. Because Geminis, they need closure. When they stop talking to somebody, they want to be the one to break it off to you. Like, oh, I don't want you to, I don't want to talk no more. Lose my number. They want to be able to have that last little upper.
So that's why I'm like, nope.
It's the thing with Gemini love. They have to have. They want to always be the one to control the narrative. Cause what they'll do is they'll go to they'll go to somebody they know and tell the story in their own way about what happened between y'all. And it's like they want to be able to go to somebody and tell another person how they ended it with you because of how you were, how you were acting. So that's why you gotta be careful not to give them the audacity to do so either, or give them the right. You see, but yeah, I just, man, we gotta be careful. And then I seen it was like something where her feet was like scaly. I didn't like that either. I'm like, man. I even gave her some advice. I said, if you take a bath, I said put some Listerine and some other shit. I don't know why I don't know why I was telling her that, but I said, yo, you gotta soak into some cooking oil. No, yeah, yeah, olive oil, not cooking oil. Olive oil. It's supposed to make your skin soft. Cause her feet was like kind of scaly looking. And I'm like, why your feet so damn scaly like that? But it's like she said her feet be dry or whatever. But it's like, bro, you gotta like, you just gotta be careful, man. Like, don't talk to somebody that you don't like, bro. That you not attracted to, bro. That's the first thing. But I ain't know she looked like that until I FaceTime. When I FaceTimed her, she looked different. But something with her makeup or her face didn't look right to me at all. Like I felt like something was off. Never trust somebody that gives you a uncertain type of feeling, or just you can't say yes. It's almost like you could feel stuck or feel pressure to make a decision. Don't do it, bro. Especially if somebody trying to make you decide like right now, don't do it. They're not willing to wait for you to decide. It's like no, because yeah, that's the thing, man. It's always some shit though. Like with Scorpio, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of shit. Like that freak stuff be irritating me because they freaks, but they be trying to act like they're not, and they just want to be selective. Like she said to me, oh, she tried to get smart and say, oh, just because I got 8 kids doesn't mean you could just hit it like that. But like Kevin Samuels was saying, like you can't have 8 kids and then you trying to act like you entitled to a good man. Can't be acting like you entitled to a good man just because you want to settle down, or now you want to do right and be, what I'm saying? Like you want to be a good woman now. Like, nah, bro, you can't be thinking like that. Or it could be a woman that's like um overweight, and she could think that she could get entitled into thinking that she got, it's like her she put it like this, she can have high expectation to where she think she gonna get a rich man or get somebody that is super 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 good looking, and you know it's like, nah, bro. Even if it was a dude, like if a dude think he even if a dude think he look like me, think he could just go out there and get you know how can I say it, get a dime or just get a real fine looking woman, it ain't gonna happen, bro. Unless that woman is like some I ain't gonna say if it's something wrong with her, but it's gonna be difficult to get that type of woman with that type of body. You gotta lose some weight first, because it's this like, unless you meet, I ain't gonna lie. I knew this one dude, I knew this one Gemini. Oh man, this man paid, he went overseas and paid for a woman to bring her back to the United States. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could do, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I wish I could do that. Go out of town and go overseas and pick a woman out for a couple $100. But he claimed that he spent a couple grand and shit. He was like, yeah, spent a couple grand and brought a woman to the United States. That's actually pretty smart though. I ain't gonna lie, because that woman ain't got no like experience in the U.S. to where it's like she might have came from a place that, put it like this, it could have been a place where it was just you know very strict far as the her living her living the way, I can't say the words. My freaking voice is like, I can't even get the words, articulate the words, but you get what I'm trying to say. He said his thought process ain't it, bro. Which one? Which thought process? You talking about the way I'm thinking? Man, listen, this is like I say, ain't no ain't no wrong or right thought process, bro. It's like this. You gotta think outside the box. We're never gonna be able to make sense of everything that happens, bro. We can't, ain't no such thing as perfect way of thinking, bro. Everything is philosophical. Everything is all to be questioned, bro. Every time somebody try to put this type of, control in our lives, then that's what we got to watch out for is not having the wrong way of thinking, but having the wrong freaking people around us because energy is contagious. You got to be careful who you surround yourself with, who you hang with on a day to day. Energy rubbed off, and that's real. So that's why I say like our mindsets is ain't really nothing. Like your brain is only gonna let your mind go so far as you see yourself going in life, and that's why you got so many possibilities of being what or doing what you want to do in life. But the crazy thing about it is, if you was the smartest dude in the room or the smartest kid in the class, it don't mean nothing. Because guess what? You could have all that knowledge and not know how to use it, bro. You could really, man. You could really, it's crazy. I seen this with my own two eyes, bro. I seen a kid, man, straight A, almost a damn straight A student, bro. Honor, met honor roll, did like all these great things, and then, bro, he couldn't say no to drugs, bro. Got out of school and started getting on them drugs, bro. Messed his whole freaking life up, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, why? How, bro? How could you do everything right and then still just mess your life up, bro? It's so many different ways that you could mess your life up. It's so many decisions that you could make to mess your life up. That why would you be doing everything so well to only just throw your life in the garbage, bro? Why does that even happen, bro? See, because we're not perfect, bro. That's why I keep trying to tell people this, bro. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. It's always going to be somebody doing something that's not right, bro. It gets to a point where are these just somebody else's rules that we abide by? Or are people just doing shit? Bro, listen, the world is an illusion, right? Nobody's going to live forever. You got to find something to do while you live until you die. So it could be recess for everybody. It could be you could spend your life how you want to live it. You might want to work every day. If that's your choice, knock yourself out. You might want to go out there and steal shit. That's on you. You might want to go out there and panhandle. That's on you. So when you really think about it, life is about making decisions. Do you want to go outside and play basketball every day and be a basketball star, a basketball NBA player? Knock yourself out. You want to be a singer? Knock yourself out. You want to cook? Knock yourself out. You want to farm? Knock yourself out. Whatever you want to do to make time pass by, it's on you. So if that's the case, if you just living to die, bro, what does that tell you? You have no control over anything, bro. You have no say so. Nobody cares how you think. Logic cannot save your life. Emotions can't save your life. Imagination can't save your life. See, the only thing that can save your life is having a spiritual connection with God, bro. That's it. See, because this world, bro, is as is, bro. It's as is. And you can't take it with you when you die. So why do you care about it so much? Nobody, it's no such thing as being dumb and being smart. People, bro, listen, you think you're gonna live longer because you so smart? Or do you think you're gonna live longer because you so dumb? Tell me what is the difference, bro? You could be 98. You know what the craziest thing is? You got the rich man, right? Look, just look at this. You got the rich man, right? He lived his life being rich. He probably didn't hurt for nothing. Had mostly everything he wanted, right? Then he had problems that probably wasn't even spoken about or spoken of, right? Boom. Then you got the broke person, right? He lived his life a certain type of way, but he still died at a certain age. And to put it like this, to make it make sense, the whole point of the moral of the story is they still had to die, bro, even if they were rich, bro. Which means that how you live, bro, has nothing. It has nothing to do when you die, bro. You have no control over what happens to you, bro. So why do people give a damn about how can you say somebody's smart, somebody's dumb? Oh, when everybody's gonna go out the same way, bro. It's like you cannot you cannot finesse life, bro, when it's an illusion, bro. You can't you ain't nothing you could do to save yourself. See? From the illusion, bro. You can't. You gonna pass away whether you rich or poor. You gonna pass away whether you a doctor, a nurse, a choir teacher. No, no title will save your life. See, you still will be dissolved. Either way it goes. No boundaries. There's nothing to hold on to. Nothing to save you. See, the only thing to save you is Jesus Christ. That's it. So those people that don't have faith now, those are the ones that need to be worried about something because they don't know where they're going. See, it's like you got to think about storing your treasures in heaven in heaven because bro, like all this shit is in front of you is temporary. Everything right now is the facade, bro. Everything that you look at is not going to last forever. You can look at the trees, bro. If they don't get enough sunlight or water, they gonna be gone. It's like that's all I'm trying to say, y'all. It's like people have to wake up, bro. I'm tired of hearing people say stuff about logic and oh yeah, I don't like the way that this thinking is, and then what are you gonna do with your life? You got to let life pass by, bro, and then you got to survive, bro. What you gonna do? That's why people have TikTok. That's why all this new shit is out. Because what are you gonna do in your spare time? Are you gonna work every single day? That's not. Listen, bro. That's not fun. Working every goddamn day. That is miserable life, bro. That's a miserable life to just, oh, I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work every goddamn day. No day off. I just want to be in the client's face 24/7. That's not no that. That's not the way to live, bro. No days off. No, that's torture, bro. See? And I'm gonna tell you why. You get the money. If you don't invest it, you just made money. You let it sit in the bank. And then it's the thing. You don't live to spend it all. It goes to somebody else that didn't work for it, right? So what am I saying? We do all these things because we want to live longer. We work out, we do all these different things. And I'm not saying what's the point, but you can't just focus on it. You can't focus on it to live longer. See, because the body breaks down, the body will break down over time, whether or not you still eating right. Yes, that can maybe add a couple more months or maybe years on your life, but life is still not guaranteed, bro. See, that's why I said it's an illusion because you could do all that. You could drink water, you could eat plants, you could eat eggs, you could eat healthy every freaking day, right? And then you could be driving down the street, God forbid, and literally get hit by a train, run over just something out of your control happens, and then it's over. So you done did all of that GNC, taking your nutrition, eating right every day, only to what thing? Look, one thing that stopped you, what was you hit a deer, God forbid, and it took you out. And it all goes back to what God said. Tomorrow's not promised, bro. Now, let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. If tomorrow is not promised, then why the hell is everybody trying to get rich, bro? Makes no sense. If tomorrow, listen, if you could go outside, God forbid, and get killed, right? Tomorrow's not promised. You could just go outside, boom, humbugging. It don't matter. You could be anybody, and then bam, it's over with. That's the truth right there. That is the truth. That is the truth. So that lets you know what is your purpose of being on this earth, bro. Is to get a relationship with God, bro. Get closer to God. That lets you know. That lets you know the afterlife is more important than all of this bullshit, bro. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't work. Yes, you got to work to survive, but that's what you're working for. You're working to live. You ain't working to do nothing, no saving and all that other shit, bro. If you want that type of money, you got to start your own, bro. Because listen, you limited when you depend on a 9 to 5. You limited. They cap you off with a low pay rate. The amount of money you get is not enough, bro. It never will be enough. It wasn't made to be enough. See, it's just like this. People will work you to death. They will use you until they have no use for you. I'm going to tell you who told me that. My mother told me that, bro. Growing up, my mother always used to tell me that. You don't get paid to think. When you listen, when you apply for a job, bro, they hired you based off the need, fam. That's it, bro. Ain't nothing. You cannot add any thought into the job that you take, bro, because they're gonna train you how to do the job, bro. How to do the job, how the company wants you to do it. It ain't got shit. It ain't got that job. Don't got shit to do with your intellect. That job ain't got shit to do with how you think about it and how you feel about it. Nope. You don't even. When you apply for a job, they're gonna train you how to do the damn job. That's it. You ain't got to go on that job thinking about shit, but to show up and do the damn job of how they trained you and take your ass back home. That's it. So why do people go into these jobs thinking when it's not required, bro? See? Because they don't know no better, bro. That's the whole thing. They just don't know. They just don't know better. They're just ignorant to the truth. And that's why I say we are everything that you have to pay for it, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you why you gotta pay for all this stuff that is not yours. See, you could go buy a car, and even if you pay cash, guess what? It still ain't yours. Why? Why? Because you can't take it with you when you die, bro. It's gonna go. It's like you just borrowed it. You just used it. You just used. Think about this. Let this sink in, fam. You bought a car to drive around the world in, right? But this world ain't yours. The world is not yours, bro. You just that was just transportation to get from point A to point B. You see how you see how the world works is like whether you get a motorcycle, a moped, what, a plane, it's just transportation. That's it. It doesn't. You don't own it. You do not own that car, bro. You do that when you die, bro. That car is not coming with you, bro. It's not like, oh yeah, my my $100 million home and all this stuff is coming with me. No, it's not, bro. And to be, put it like this, to be 100% with you, to be real with you, ain't none of this stuff ours, bro. Ain't none of this stuff ours, bro. You know what's, I'm gonna tell you the truth. What's even worse is this. You work a job, then you have to pay taxes, then you got to pay rent, then you got to pay a deposit, then you got to pay for toilet paper, then you got to pay for all the, toothpaste, all this stuff. Then you got to pay pay for the stuff to clean up stuff, and you got to keep doing this stuff. See, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because time waits on no one. That just makes, see, to have these type of responsibilities is to keep the clock ticking, bro. You're just living until you die, bro. That's it. You're just living until you die, and you spend all this time on earth until God calls you up, and then that's it. Boom. It's almost like a dream. It's like a dream to where you will live today and put it like this. And then one day, it's out of dream song. You live today and then you will be forgotten. See, one day you will be forgotten to where nobody, this is the funniest, craziest shit that I've ever figured out, bro. You're alive right now, okay? Boom, because your eyes are open. And once your eyes shut, then it'll be complete darkness, bro. Boom, right? Put it like this, eternal darkness. Boom. Let that sink in. That's why I said life is like a dream, bro. Your eyes are open, you can see everything, you can feel the air, and then all of a sudden you die, you don't feel shit. See? Your eyes close. When your eyes close, when your eyelids are closed, why do you let me put it like this, bro? Let this marinate, let this sink in, okay? Let this message sit, let this message sink in, bro. Why do you think you see the darkness? Why do you think you don't see nothing when you die, bro? Why you think your eyelids are dark? Like once you close your eyes, you don't see shit, bro. Let that sink in, bro. Why you don't see nothing? Why would the afterlife, listen, why would the afterlife be for you to go to sleep, bro? Because you was dreaming the whole time, bro. You was dreaming. Your subconscious, bro. That's where the treasure is, bro. Your subconscious, bro. Your subconscious, bro. How can you listen? People don't know this, bro. See, your spirit is real, bro. Your spirit is living inside of your body. Your body is just a shell, bro. See? And people don't understand, why is it dark? Why can't you see anything? And I'm gonna explain it to y'all. Just pulling it up on my notes. Cause I know hey man, I study everything, bro. Like everything. People don't know why they on this earth is only for a purpose, bro. It's just for a reason, bro. God wouldn't have put you on this earth for nothing, bro. It wouldn't be, put it like this, it wouldn't make sense to just put somebody on earth for nothing. Life is much more precious. You see what I'm saying? The world is the illusion. The world is the illusion because people think that they have control over it. They don't. See? It's like, imagine being put on this earth, but you have no control over everything on that earth, bro. That's the thing. And here's the thing. They say, "Oh, is there life on Mars?" Bro, why would it be life on Mars when the world is huge, bro? We not, put it like this. We not popping babies and people, put it like this. If every culture was reproducing, making more of its kind, then maybe. We ain't got enough people to be worried about that. That's the problem. We're not, if, put it to you like this, if the world was so crowded, where would people go? Where would people go? Possibly, see, possibly to another planet if the world was just so highly populated. But because it's just like, put it like this. Because the world is not highly populated, what would be the point of life on Mars or life elsewhere? See, that lets you know people are not going to live forever, so you don't have access to certain things because there's no need to. See, it's like that lets you know that if a person can't even touch the sun, walk on the moon, then why is it there? It's a sign, bro. It's a sign. See, it's a sign of the end times. It's a sign that something bigger exists, and that's all you need to know. You are not going to be able to figure out everything, bro. Your mind is not bigger than the whole universe, bro. See, that's why I say that education is only going to take you so far, bro, as you use it. See, it's almost like, what's the point of learning math when you will never use everything in everything? That makes sense. It's like you got to learn algebra, calculus, all this shit. When are you going to use any of this except the basics? Unless you're going to be sitting up in that lab, trying to create a monster, unless you're trying to create something, when are you going to be using this type of shit, bro? Probably not in this lifetime, bro. See, school, I'm going to tell you, school is an illusion, bro. School is an illusion. Because think about it. If you have to pay for it, bro, when it's supposed to be free, that right there should tell you something. Just to know things you got to pay for it. Okay. Then that means somebody's scamming then. Somebody's scamming if you got to be charged to learn stuff. Yeah, that's definitely somebody scamming, bro. That ain't no different than somebody teaching you how to cook, but they charging you to do it. They charging you to teach you how to cook. It's like, bro. And that's why I say it's put it like, I'm gonna tell you how easy it is to learn to the point where it's not hard. See, it's not hard, but I'm gonna tell you what happens. Did you know that people will teach you how to do something in the most hardest, difficult way to do it? And it's like literally, it doesn't even take that. It's not that hard. I'm gonna tell you why. How do I know this? Okay, boom. I watched a Capricorn, right? Mechanic. He doesn't have a degree and probably would do a better job than somebody that worked in the shop that has one. This man will do the work in front of you. This man will have all the tools. He can literally do your brakes. He could do ball joint, any little thing you need, motor. every Put it like this: everything you can name, he can fix it, bro. BMW, Jaguar, he can fix it. And it's like this man don't have a college education for it. This is why I said it doesn't make you better or smarter or better just because you got a degree. It doesn't. Because if a man could do all of that and not have an education, bro, and be what, self-taught, that lets you know right there. If you can learn it, you could do it, bro. If you could self-teach, listen, you could teach yourself how to cook. It's not hard. Anybody can make a lasagna if they really want to make one, bro. All it is you applying yourself. See, it's like if I apply myself, if I commit to learning it, I'm gonna be cold at it. People don't understand. Good cooks make mistakes, bro. They make mistakes. They make mistakes too. That's why they get better at cooking. They keep going. They keep trying. They add the different ingredients. They taste test to see, okay, maybe it didn't taste right at first. Then they like, okay, boom, I'm gonna make it with this seasoning. See, I'm gonna make it with these noodles. I'm gonna switch the brands. And then eventually they end up mastering it. It's like they perfect it because they've been doing it so long. If I'm gonna tell you, I had a friend, he was a Pisces, and this man he can install radios, CD players, you know, stereo equipment in other words, lights, different lights. He'll put different lights in your car, make your car, basically when you drive down the street, you hear your car coming with the subsystems and stuff. This man would install alarms, all that shit. No college education, bro. He could paint your car. He can, get it to where all it needs is paint. Boom. Prime it down. Boom. Oh, what kind of paint you want? This man would do it in his garage because he has all the tools, bro. He knows how to do it. No college education, though. This man had plenty of people coming to him for they want him to do their car because he was so good at it. It's like, bro, but that doesn't mean, what all I'm saying here is this. It's like people just don't know that you could actually, there's shortcuts in life. There's shortcuts. And right now is the time. See? Right now is the time because you have it at your how can I say it? Like it's even easier now. Like you got Google now, you got Gemini that will literally show you how to start a website, start a business, what to do, how to, do contracts, how to read them. Bro, you don't need school, bro. Hell, they even got AI would even show you how to do shit, bro. AI will show you how to run a full legitimate business, bro, with what, $500, $100, $200. It's even easier now, bro. Why am I saying this, bro? Because listen, humans are worth more than you think. The human brain is literally, bro. It's a reason why they had to release AI, bro. It's the reason why it came out, bro. Because listen, a human is worth more than you think. Why do you think companies want to use them? Because look, you don't need school because listen, if you really think about it, the school needs you more than the other way around. That's why the curriculum always changes. That's why, because bro, people have figured it out. Hell, YouTube will tell you how to do an oil change. YouTube will show you how to do a lot of shit that school ain't gonna tell you. You gotta pay for that knowledge for certain situations. It was a dude I seen on Facebook Marketplace, bro. And this man was asking, hey man, do anyone know a mechanic to do my oil change and my brakes, bro? And I'm literally staring at that. I'm staring at his post like, I could do that, bro. You don't need no mechanic, bro. I could do that for you because I have the knowledge, bro. Knowledge is power, bro. Knowledge is more powerful than going to school, bro. Like everything you will learn in school, I could buy those same books and self-teach. Look, I could put it like this. I could teach myself and guess what? Do it for free. I could buy those same books. Every book that I need, I could take them home, read them, and then boom, apply it. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Comprehension is everything, bro. As long as you can comprehend, you can read something and understand it, bro, you can do it, bro. Man, I watched my mechanic that I had doing my oil changes. I used to pay for hundreds of dollars to do oil changes, bro, only to find out that I could do it myself with the right tools. And I felt so stupid for even paying somebody to do it for me, bro. Like me, I could build a gaming PC in like 25 minutes, bro. That's how experienced I am, but I don't have a college education for it. But I'm very experienced in the computer field, like the computer, everything. I can do a lot. Stuff that I ain't even it's a lot that I could do. But it's like, man, it's like a self, I taught myself because I've been doing this for a long time, taking computers apart, putting them back together, making gaming PCs, making all different types of things, bro. Softwares, you name it. And it's like, that's why I tell people, like, bro, people might say, "Oh, have you went to college?" Yeah, I went to college, but I realized, like, school ain't nothing but, it's like all it is somebody else teaching you the stuff. That's it. I get it. You gotta go do it. It's the way the world works. All I'm telling you is that you still can learn. You can still learn the same stuff, but like I said, I'm not telling you not to go to college. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, yeah, you still have to go to school, but you could still learn the same stuff and do it yourself and still make the same money. The dude that does the mechanic work, he does he ain't even got no LLC. That's the crazy part. That man be doing them jobs. He be having people pulling up to his house, working on their car in the garage, bro. He got couches in his garage. He got them laid out. He got, a little beer cooler. That's all he do every day. Fix cars, fix cars, fix cars. That's it. And I sat there and talked to him. I said, yo, you got a degree? He said, nope. I said, you got an LLC? He said, nope. I said, why? He said he doesn't want, I can't talk about that stuff on here, but he was just, he is going about it illegally, unfortunately. But I'm just like, I see why. He wants to pocket all the money. So it's just like that's his business. But it's like, everybody got their own way of how they live life. That's it. Yeah, you're right, Markel. Facts. You don't own the body that you have. That's why you gotta be careful how you use it, how you live your life. You got to be careful, because it's like you could get, you know, it's just consequences of how you live your life. It's like, bro, but it's like you gotta think everybody on earth is all doing something. Like right now, everybody's doing something, which is crazy. Everybody got somewhere to go. Everybody's, either working, driving somewhere, talking to someone, making a kid, sleeping and, having sex. Somebody's doing something right now. And that's just how fast things are moving to where you just can't see that everybody, like once you sit still, yeah, like once you sit still in one spot, you realize it feel like everything moving slow, but everything's moving very quickly. See, but yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I know this was a long live, but I had a lot to get off my chest. So hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.